Hey, good morning. This past week, I had the opportunity to hear Hoda Kotb, who is a co-anchor for the Today program. And she came to town to support a very good friend, Lori Elsas, who has started a program with a team of people. It's called Heartland School. And their hope is to help high school kids who are addicted to drugs and to help them to get off of those drugs and back into the mainstream of society. So what a worthy thing to do. And Hoda Kotb was in town to give a talk and to help this group really put this program together. And she was throwing everything that she personally had behind her good friend. And I understand that she paid for her ticket. She got on a commercial airline, flew down from New York, was here on a Saturday giving her time and flying back later in the day. So it was just a wonderful testimony to what real friendship was about. And you could just see how authentic she was about it, how gracious she was to the other friends who drove in from Virginia, where they all went to high school together. And the way that she really poured herself into those friends and this whole community that was there to support Lori and this Heartland School. Another message that I received that day was simply this. It was, don't hog your journey. And what she meant by that is this. She was diagnosed with breast cancer. And with her mother, she had made the decision she was going to be very private about it. She was out there in the public eye every day, but she just felt, as she said, she just didn't have the courage to really go out there and share this and talk about it. She was fearful about what she was going to go through, and she just made the decision to keep it very private. But as she started to think about that and talk about it with her mother, there's also another gentleman that kind of came along beside her and was talking to her about this decision, and she was sharing with him. And he listened, he listened, he listened. And she said that when he got up, he simply said these words, don't hog your journey. You never know the impact that you can have when you share. And so she then made the decision to go ahead and have the courage, to talk to other women and to talk about it very publicly. And of course, what she shared is the hundreds and hundreds of letters that she received from women just when she talked about what she was going through. It gave them courage. They would write letters. It gave her courage. Just the outpouring of support that she received and the support that she offered to others. And I saw this even with my two sisters who went through breast cancer, and just how tough it was and how they suffered through that. And their friends who had breast cancer that shared with them and opened up to them. It made the process a little bit easier for them. I think it softened the load maybe. I saw it with my own wife who went through cancer, kidney cancer, here several months ago, had a kidney removed. And she came to me and she's very private about her own health. And she said, I've got to talk about this. And I remember when she called my sisters and called some of her good friends and just shared this. And what did she receive back? She received all kinds of wisdom and inspiration, and it gave her the courage, to go through her cancer journey. So, very powerful message. We just don't know sometimes when we share a little bit of ourselves, how it's going to impact somebody else and help, strengthen them, to give them courage to make their journey. So, I'll leave you with that. I hope you have a blessed Easter. Hope you enjoy yourselves with family. I look forward to seeing you next week. This is Pete Kunk, Built to Lead.